The flaming little out. You know, I'd birch the lot of them.
I know. And do you know, Reg told a lad off the other day for throwing a cigarette packet out of the car window, and he gave him a mouthful.
All right, Vera, right.
Hey, now listen, don't forget the polish, because we've run out, and I've got that Mrs. What's-her-name coming soon.
Right, well, why didn't she go then?
Because I'm paying her to clean, not do the shopping, aren't I? Yes, you'll be laughing on the other side of your gobs soon.
Leave it, Vera.
Vera, how many times do you have to be told?
Well, you might poke fun at me, but you can't mock the spirit world.
Nobody was poking fun at you.
Let's just drop it, shall we? The old daft thing's got well out of hand.
Oh, daft is it? Let's see who's dafty. You, an up-along flaming taxi driver living over the brush, or me, a respectable married woman with her own pub?
Am I a bit early?
Oh, hello. No, I like my staff to be prompt at all times. Come along.
Turned her into a landlady's turned her into a split personality and all. Vera. 1 minute she's screeching at Don and Josie in her usual dulcet tone. Next, she's out doing Annie Walker with poshness.
It's that ghost business, you see. Jack and Vera had a right barney over it last night.
Well, I find it all very creepy myself.
There is no ghost. They're having her on.
It's not wise to meddle with the forces of darkness. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
Hi. Hello. Have you got any shiny, sheer black tights?
Than I dreamt of in your philosophy.
Who's Horatio?
It's a pal of Lizzie's. She's got a hot date with him for tonight. That's why she wants the ties.
Sorry? No, I am wearing them for Jim's army reunion.
Oh, then it's a stockings and suspender job, isn't it?
Why do men go so mad for suspenders then?
You want to ask Reg, he's the expert.
Well, I don't like them myself. I think they're dead uncomfy and all them little bumps they show. You better have them laced up, hold up.
Well, I'm always frightened those will fall down. I have worn them. I'm not Nora Batty.
Nora Batty stockings. That'd give a bunch of old soldiers a thrill.
Latest sport, is it? Laughing at old soldiers?
Oh, we weren't, Mr. Sugden.
Actually, we were discussing ladies' underpinnings.
Stockings and suspenders, Percy. Do you remember?
I was intending to buy a quarter of mint humbugs, but I'll take my custom elsewhere. No folk with respect these days, there isn't. Not at all.
Well, nobody's ever found fault.
Well, not everybody's got the same high standards as what I've got, dear.
Passes muster then, does it?
Well, for the first day. Anyway, if you'd like to make a start in the ladies' powder room.
The what?
Toilets. And think on, I'm very fussy about my lavatory seats.
Right, your shopping's in the kitchen.
Oh, right, have you unloaded them then?
No. Done my beast of burden bit for the day.
Oh, give us some, Jack. And then I'll make us a pot of tea. A pot of Earl Grey tea. And then we can have a little chat, you know, like you used to do with that Gilroy.
Sorry, personal errand. Mentatl some private life.
Book is more like.
Very chirpy this morning, madam.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad to get back to making bacon butties after all the excitement. I'll miss him, though.
Me too.
But I am okay after my temporary bout of insanity.
Listen, you're no different to any woman who lacks a bit of magic in her life.
Oh, Gail. I've been acting like a besotted schoolgirl.
Well, I was worse with Ian.
Hey, you know.
Cousin O'Brien's. Came over from Australia.
We must be kinky for colonials in this place. Well, when was that then?
It was about 10 years ago, before you were around. And it went a lot further than a harmless crush. Our marriage was going through a bad time.
Then you kept all this secret?
Yeah, well, I don't like remembering the awful time I went through afterwards. Especially when Sarah Lou was born.
Well, she's his.
No. But I thought for a time she might have been.
Oh, Gail, that must have been a nightmare. I mean, did Brian know?
Yeah. It's all in the past. I'm only telling you now so that you'll know I understand.
Gail Platt, you never cease to surprise me.
I surprised myself then and all.
Anyway, it's back to reality for me. My life's with Mike, and I've just got to stop moaning and give it my best shot. Right, kid? Right.
Mrs. Smedley, have you got a minute?
Queen could park a bum on them loo seats now. Although I draw the line at turning them little corners down on the edge of the loo rolls.
We usually have our 11s about this time.
Oh, I won't say no. Chocolate digestives. My weakness.
A moment in the mouth and a lifetime on the Ipsec cock. Milk or lemon?
What are you doing here? Come to keep you company. Must be dead boring looking after a kid all day.
Felt like a nosy, you mean?
Thought he'd live somewhere posher than this.
You can't come in.
Well, what do you think we're going to do? Wreck the joint? We brought chips.
Seems ages since I last got dolled up.
Oh, well, I shall keep my eye out tonight for any likely unattached blokes. Deirdre, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Actually, I wouldn't say no to the odd date occasionally. Let me know I'm still a woman.
Oh, well,
I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to this too tonight. See all the old lads going back around, so it is.
I wonder if Macclesfield knows what's going to hit it.
So, what's he like to work for then? Do you have to call him Mr. Barley? Or Sir? Or Kenneth?
Right, no, just name that, Kenneth. Actually, he's very nice and I'm glad to have a job. It's one you've got.
Any the hairdresser? Why did she dump him as he said?
I thought you wanted to advertise the presence of departed souls.
The only departed souls round here, if she says that cock, it'll be mine and yours.
Oh, it's right then what they say about this place being haunted.
No, it's not, so shut it, you, if you want to keep your job.
Vera, I've just come in to say how truly sorry I am about what happened. We were only trying to put your mind at rest, but obviously I went about it in completely the wrong way.
Fake flaming priests. Hey, don't go to her if you're poorly. I bet they're all flaming fake doctors and all.
That's a bit strong, Vera.
Oh, is it? They've no respect for nothing and nobody, them. Making a mockery of folks' religion.
You're not religious, Vera.
No, but Ivy was. God rest her soul.
Well, I can only say again how terribly sorry I am. And, well, I can understand it if you can't forgive us. But Don and I sincerely hope that you will.
Hey, come on, V. Lass can't be fairer than that now.
Spark out the minute I put him down.
Have a to go.
I wasn't pleased to come home and find people poking into my private life, especially ex-pupils.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Barlow. I never asked him.
Well, if I know Sandra Buckley, she doesn't need asking.
It won't happen again, honest.
Look, I don't mind you having the odd friend in, Callie, but in future, I prefer not to have the house turned into an extension of Jackson's chippy.
You mean you're not sacking me?
I gave you this job because I trusted you.
But no.
All right. And I still do. But I'd like to think that you use a little bit of discretion about who comes in here when I'm not here, OK? I mean, in future, check with me first.
You're all right, you. Don't know how she could have done what she did, that Denise. Walking out on Daniel and all when he's such a pet. She must have been a right monster.
Yeah, well, she got her own ideas about how to live her life. But we're doing fine. With your help.
Well, it shouldn't be me they should be asking forgiveness from. It should be her. God rest her soul. Only she's not, is she, at rest?
I'd be more than happy to offer my services in that direction.
No, thank you. We've had enough amateur meddlers as it is without upsetting the spirit world anymore. Oh, I'm going for a lie down, Jack.
Do you see what you've done now?
Me?
Oh, Roy, you don't learn, do you?
Bet you've had loads of boyfriends.
You mean I've been around a bit?
Oh, no.
Just, you're so pretty. With a lovely figure and that. Type of girl men go for.
Wrong sort of man.
Not your husband?
Oh, no, not Curly, but I've met a few slime balls in my time.
Thing is, how do you tell the right sort from the slime balls?
Well, with some you get an inkling when they try to rip your frock off, and with others you don't find out till it's your heart they've torn in two.
You meet a lad, he seems nice, next thing he's trying to get you into bed before you've even had a chance to get to know him proper.
Well, then you say no.
Oh, I do, but they lose interest after that.
Then they're not worth bothering with. If you don't respect yourself, you can't expect a fella to.
Is that what you've always done?
Oh, no. But it's why I know what I'm flaming talking about.
Oh, thank you. Just on my way back from the wholesalers, I had this sudden craving for a custard tart.
I'll be right with you. And remember, no proper lights, just candles.
What, to hide my wrinkles?
To put him in the mood.
No, I'm not trying to seduce my own husband, you know.
Why not?
Why not, indeed?
Have they had a fallout?
He's not, she has.
Well, I do.
Well, you do. I'll be the envy of every man jack in the place.
You don't look so bad yourself, James.
Thank you.
Give over, you'll smudge my makeup. Anyway, we should be going.
Right. Well, I shall have my wicked way with you when we return.
Oh, God, blimey, I thought it was Hilda Ogden.
You said you wouldn't be back till 8:30.
Called you out, have I? All set for a nice little tete-a-tete with your lover, eh?
I just didn't want you to catch me in my rubber gloves, that's all.
Oh, I'm kinky for rubber gloves. Yeah, it's not an anniversary or anything like that I've missed, is it?
No, nothing special.
So you brought your harem in then, son?
Anne was at a loose end, so we decided we'd invite her for a drink.
Emily, I know. She had friends round.
Yes, I saw them.
Ex-pupils. Cheeky, but not bad kids. The point is, I trust Kelly.
And if you do, so must I.
And Mr. Sugden and anybody else who puts their tuppence in. She's doing a good job, and I don't want her undermined. Now, what can I get you?
I'm rather tempted to sulk, but a sweet sherry would be nice.
Sweet sherry and a pint, please, Jack.
And a pint, Kate.
Ah, yeah, you're brave coming in here, aren't you?
Yeah, I think that's all sorted now, I hope.
Not quite. She thinks Ivy's back with us, remember?
You don't really think she is hovering? Well, there are more things in heaven and earth.
Mavis, give Horace a rest, will you?
So, what was it you wanted to see me about?
Just a few matters that I really didn't want to discuss at work. You know, too many ears flapping about. It's just that young, well, Dawn Chadwick, she's spending too much time with Jason, you know, in the loading bay and...
Curly, will you tell her the truth? I think you and Andy want your heads banging together. I mean, I know I said there were a lot of slime balls about, but he's not one of... Andy, come here a minute.
Same again, is it?
Me and Curly want you and Anne to make up.
You're embarrassing them.
I don't care if it gets them to their senses. Now, what do you say?
No, but it was a long time ago, you know. It was, well, when I was with 4-2, you know what I mean? Here, hold your horses a minute. Oi! Johnny Johnson, eh? How you doing? Look, a long time no see. The last thing I heard about you, you've been deported to the colonies, eh?
Well, I did try it down under when I jacked in the army. I missed me jelly deals.
Right, here, Liz, come here. Look who's here, eh?
Nice to see you, Johnny.
Hello, Liz. You're looking gorgeous as ever.
Oh, isn't she just? Listen, when's the last time we saw this fella, eh?
He came for a visit not long after we'd moved into the house.
Well, I wanted to see it with my own eyes. Jimbo settled down on Civvy Street.
Oh, here now, I have to tell you, I wasn't settled, no, not me. Matter of fact, I was thinking of joining the army again, so it was, you know.
Well, there's no regrets now, though, eh? No need to ask. prosperous citizen if ever I saw one.
Oh, sure.
So, what you up to these days?
He's a partner in a building firm.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't exactly call it a building firm, you know, it's not McAlpines, you know what I mean? But it's me and a mucker like doing up property, stuff like that, you know?
So long as you're making a bob or two, eh? What about those lads of yours? What are they doing?
Well, Andy's at university and Steve's got his own business.
Oh, sure, he's married as well. Oh, aye, she's a bonny wee girl, so she has a load of dollars as well.
That little imp Steve? Married? Get away.
Not so little anymore. So, how about you? What have you been up to?
This and that. Hey, sweetheart! Come here, come here. Why don't you meet a couple of old mates of mine? Les and Jim McDonald.
Hello.
Oh, very pleased to meet you.
Hi.
This is Lucy. My little souvenir from Oz, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what, you always had an eye for the girls, Johnny, eh? Aye? Well, you've excelled yourself this time, so you have.
Oh, that's why I made this one my wife. Your Steve's not the only one tied the knot since we last met.
You cook meals like that, the Cav. Monsieur Michelin to give you a star. No danger.
Mike, do you love me?
What sort of a question's that?
Well, a silly one that women need to ask from time to time.
Well, I'd have thought the answer was obvious.
Yeah, but it still needs saying, though, doesn't it?
Oh, I get it.
What?
What all this is about. You think I'm playing away from home?
Look, can't we just have a cosy evening without there being an ulterior motive?
Not guilty, Governor. I haven't got the energy these days.
Look, we live together, eat together, sleep together, but, you know, sometimes I feel that we're not really a couple.
We're busy people, darling.
Well, maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe we need to work at being together more. Otherwise, we might wind up in trouble.
Nonsense. Life's never been better. Even more so now we've got this Canadian deal sorted out. I'll tell you this. That's Stephen, very smart operator.
Yeah.
Hard to think that. With a Dumbo like Audrey as a mother.
Look, can't we forget about business for 5 minutes?
Yeah, sure. Tell you what. Tonight, you look very, very sexy, Mrs. Baldwin.
Still find me attractive then, do you?
Well, I'll put it this way. I'd rather snog with you than Phyllis Pierce.
So you finally took the plunge then?
Well, you wouldn't have me, so what was a bloke to do?
That was never an option.
It was for me.
Sorry, Madonna. Oi, come here, you. How in the name of God do you end up with a wee girl like that, eh?
Johnny always was a charmer.
No, eh? I'll tell you what, mate, she's a wee gem, so she is.
I'm very young.
Think your wife's jealous, Jim?
Don't be ridiculous.
No, here, I'll tell you what. She's got a look about you, so she has, eh?
Really, I hadn't noticed.
My type, you see. Always was a sucker for redheads.
You including my wife in that?
All the lads envied you, mate.
Oh, aye.
Pin-up girl of the barracks, or Liz.
Lucy's sweet. I hope you'll be happy together. Come on, Jim, I'm tired.
No,
I need to go home.
No, just wait a minute here.
No, come on, please.
Oh, what's he up to now?
Take no notice, he's a nutter.
I think there might be a resonance. I can feel something.
Look, there never was a ghost, and there isn't a ghost.
No, it was just a cruel hoax. Bits old. Ivy's still at number 5.
Who said anything about Ivy? Hers may not be the only unquiet spirit roaming these parts.
Well, it was nice of Jack to let you off early.
Well, the poor bloke didn't have a lot of choice, did he, after you started batting your eyelashes at him?
Well, I just mentioned that as the pub was quiet, we were thinking of going for a curry.
Yeah, I can already smell that beef madras.
Unless you two prefer to be on your own.
Curly, mate, will you do me a favour and tell your missus to stop matchmaking?
Well, you tell her. I mean, it's your love life she's meddling in.
Well, I just like people to be happy.
Right, well, it's up to you, Anne. I mean, we can do whatever you want.
I think we do need to have a quiet chat.
Right, well, We've got me mum and dad then. Thanks, Curly, and thanks for the drinks, OK?
Yeah. You know, see you. Be good.
See you in the morning.
Right, see you in the morning.
And I did say chat, remember?
How could I forget?
Say.
So, why did JJ say that you were just his type?
You know Johnny always talks nonsense when he's smashed.
Yeah, well, it's not so much nonsense now, is it, eh? I mean, she does look like you. You do look like her, you know what I'm saying?
Thousands of women look like me, Jim. I'm not unique.
Well, why in the name of God would he say that you would be jealous? I mean, why would you be jealous of his bit of stuff?
Men always think that women are jealous of somebody a bit younger.
No, sorry. There's more to it than that.
Jim, I'm worn out. Please, let's just get home and have a cup of tea.
Something happened between you two, didn't it?
Oh, you're flaming paranoid.
No, I'm not paranoid. I'm not. It's obvious. It's even obvious to me, you thick mick.
He did make a pass at me once, after a few drinks, but it were nothing.
You're an awful bad liar, Liz, after all these years of practice.
Oh, for God's sake, Jim! Is this how it's going to be for the rest of our lives?
Yes, it is! As long as I feel I can't trust you.
All right! All right. We did have a brief fling. It didn't mean anything. You were always away. Or always out drinking with your mates. I was always on my own with 2 small babies.
He was my best friend, Liz!
I'm sorry. It was a long time ago.
Well, what about the Barnes brothers, for God's sake? I mean, you didn't have 2 wee babies then? And all the other times?
There weren't any other times.
Oh, aye. Oh, the pin-up in the barracks, my God! The barracks!
No!
Get out of that car! Get out of that car! I think I'm just a long string of men.
No!
I'm looking like a bloody fool. Get out.